All right, guys, apparently I wanted to make my life very difficult today, so I have brought all four of my dogs in for this video about, excuse me, climb, about the doorbell. And I kind of did this on purpose, but not purpose, because typically when one dog barks, then all dogs start barking at the doorbell. So we are practicing this game together with everyone in the household. And this is a really great way, number one, to build a harmonious life with your dogs. Everyone is working on this cohesively and together. Therefore, they're building relationships within each other as well as with me. If you watched my previous video about jumping, this is going to be very similar to that. You can do this one of two ways. I'm going to do it with my actual doorbell because my dogs will be too good at the other way. The other way is to go on YouTube and either play doorbell sounds on your phone, or if you have like an Alexa, Siri, Google, play it on there, or even on your TV. Gus, no, climb. Climb. Thank you. The other, and then when they hear those sounds, reward for maintaining the boundary. If your dog doesn't have a good boundary, visit my course on pawfitbehavior.com. It's called Pawsitive Focus. It is a phenomenal way to build boundaries and get to this point where we can start working on more distractions in the house and doorbells specifically. I'm going to reward them for maintaining their boundary, especially Gus, who has been getting off the boundary and he decided to lay down. That's a great indicator that I'm no longer going to try moving from my boundary. And then let's get started. So it's easier if you have two people in the beginning. Have one person practice ringing the doorbell while the other person is rewarding your dog every time they hear the doorbell. Something else that could be easier and make it even easier on your dog is if they have a stuffed Kong or a lick mat, and then you're rewarding on top of that every time they hear the doorbell. So they can be enjoying a Kong, ring the doorbell, yes, and treat from your treat pouch, from your Tupperware container on the mantle above the fireplace, however you would like. Let's go ahead and get training. So I'm going to go over to my door. I'm just going to reach out here. You know what? Yes. I'm going to make it easy. I'm going to yes and treat just for me opening the door, especially kind of warming up Gus because he hasn't really done this in a while. And then let's go back and let's ring the doorbell. Ooh, all right, climb. So I'm going to reward Apollo for this. Apollo was the only dog who didn't bark, who maintained on his climb and didn't whine or anything like that. But I'm going to make it easier for my dogs now. Yes. I'm going to reward everyone. To make it a little bit harder, I'm going to knock on the inside of my door. Yes. Go ahead and know. Yes. All right, next time I'm going to go ahead and try ringing the doorbell again, seeing how that works out. You can tell it's been a while since I've practiced this for sure. Yes. Good job. And it's a fine balance when you say your yes and your praise and all of that between getting the dogs too aroused so that they break their climb and they're so excited that they got their marker word, and keeping your voice calm enough so that they do maintain that climb, that boundary, and kind of realize it's not a big deal to hear that noise at all. Yes. Now, I rang the doorbell twice with success, and so I'm going to make it easier on them now. I'll probably just open the door real quick and then close it again. Yes. You really want to balance a good balance between making it harder and making it easier on our dogs. We don't always want to progressively make it harder and harder for them. We want to go back to the easier times. This way, our dogs stay, number one, they stay in the game. They're intrigued, they're interested, they're all in. Good. My dog just laid down, so I'm going to reward that decision. And then we also want to practice multiple times, but keep it short. This was a longer video than I would do if I were just training doing a real quick training session. I would probably set a timer on my watch, on my phone, wherever I can for 2 to 3 minutes. And that would be me training for whenever the doorbell rings. I would not do a giant video this long or anything like that because I don't want them to kind of burn out and start failing and then failing more and more and more instead of getting more of what I want. If we can get 2 to 3 wins within the day, that is huge for their training. It's so much better than one giant long loss. So if you guys have any questions or if you're struggling with this, let me know. Jump into that Pawsitive Focus course because it works so well to build focus within your dog. It's great for building these boundaries that my dogs have, and it's wonderful for working through distractions like the doorbell and everything like that. Like I said, go to pawficbehavior.com and you can jump into the Pawsitive Focus course right there on the main page. Let me know if you have any questions about the doorbell. I'll be more than happy to help you guys out. What are you doing? Good choice. All right. See you guys.